Hey my friends, it's Nicole with Guiding Echoes, the channel that encourages you to discover the wisdom of your soul. And today I am going to take you shopping with me so that I can show you several different affordable items that will help you to energetically cleanse your home. Now I know most of you are familiar with saging, but there are several different items that are more readily available than sage that do just as good of a job, and in some cases even better. I can show you some alternative ways that you can energetically cleanse your home. Many of you are familiar with smudging your home using sage sticks, and that's great and that's effective. But if you don't have sage sticks and maybe you're low on funds and you feel like you want to give your house a good energetic scrub, there are some alternatives that are cheaper that work just as well. So I want to share those with you today. Best of all, they won't break the bank. They're available at nearly every grocery store. And to prove how affordable they are, our first stop is going to be the 99-cent store. Okay, we've made it to the 99-cent store. Let's go see what type of energy cleansing items we can find at this wonderful affordable store. Okay, so we've got our cart. Let's go see what we can get. So the first place we're gonna head on over to is where they usually have the candles. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Plenty of candles. We've got plain white. That'll work. So get one of those. Okay, so they have actual glass jars, and that's what we want. We're gonna do something later, and glass is perfect. So we want to stay away from plastic for one of the water cleansing spells we're gonna do. They do, however, have sea salt, so we're gonna grab some of that. Like only 59 cents. What a bargain! Okay, we're gonna grab some Crystal Geyser because we want some natural spring water for the water protection. Lemons are good for one of the things we're gonna do, but I don't need that many. So I think we're gonna actually go to the grocery store and pick up some things there. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, please.
No, you can stay here. Okay. Thank you. Did you want a bag for Jane?
Yes, please. Okay, friends, well, I won't go so far as to say the 99-cent store was an epic fail, because it wasn't an epic fail. It was just a little fail. It was a little one. So we're at another grocery store, and we're going to pick up some items here instead. But I promise they will still be super affordable. Here we go. Lemons at 69 cents each. We're going to go ahead and grab one of those. Okay, they've got the bay leaves, the rosemary. So they have them here in the fresh section. We're gonna go and see if maybe they have them in the baking section for maybe a little bit cheaper. So I am going to pick up a couple of these. Let's go ahead and do a green one and a yellow one. Okay, and right next to this we have, look at this, our bay leaves for only 69 cents. So see, that's what I was hoping for. Let's go ahead and get a bag of these. And rice can serve as a great energy cleanser too. So we're gonna go ahead and grab a bag of this. I'm sure we could have gotten this at the 99-cent store for a little bit cheaper, but I'd forgotten about it. So we're gonna go ahead and get it here at the grocery store. And over here, it's only $1.49. Okay, so as I'm here shopping, I am smelling the rotisserie chickens, and they smell amazing. And I'm thinking I might have to pick up one of those before I leave, or not. I'm starving, guys. This is not helpful. Grab the rosemary here. All right. Perfect.
In the bagging area after each scan. $1.49. If you have your shopper's card, scan it now. 69 cents. $1.49. $1.49. $1.99. Place your item in the bagging area. Enter your item quantity and touch the done button. 1. Place your item in the bag. 69 cents. Thank you.
$6.55. Alright friends, so here are our finds from the 99-cent store and from the regular grocery store. And altogether, all of this added up to, I think, around $6. And we're not going to use both of the candles. In fact, we actually bought 3, remember? So we're just going to use one of them, and I'm still trying to determine if I want to use the white one or the yellow one. So anyways, to get started, we're going to start with our glass jar here. So here's what I want you to know, is that water is a wonderful conduit for holding energy and for clearing energy. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to take our bottled crystal water here, and we're just gonna go ahead and pour that in. We don't have to fill it up. We'll just go about there. This is actually all you need, is a glass of water. So there's a few things you can do over this. You can pray over it, and with any of these methods, you'll be making it your intention that this water is to be used to purify negative energy. So my preferred method is to actually put it out in the sun. But if you don't want to do that, and if you don't want to put it out in the moon, there are some other options I have for you, and that's where this handy dandy lemon comes into play. We're just going to get this lemon. I should have gotten a more ripe lemon, so we just want to cut that up. So whenever you're using a lot of different ingredients, you want to kind of pray over it. You want to tell that ingredient what you want it to do. Lemon has a very acidic and cleansing effect, not just for physical things, but also for energy things too. So what we would do is we would just place our intention onto this lemon, and we would ask this lemon to clear away any negative energy. So we're going to ask it to bond with this water. And this water, again, it can be in the sunlight, it can be in the moonlight, or neither of those, but I like to have it in the sunlight to add an extra boost of energy. I bless and activate this lemon so it will clear and purify any negative energies in this home, in this space, and in this area. As it bonds with this water, may it cleanse away and purify any toxic or negative energies that may be lingering. That which is whole and that which is loving and at peace. And so it is. All right, so now we've activated the lemon. And so now what you do is you just go ahead and you squeeze this lemon in there. That's it. That's all you do. And don't worry if seeds get in there. If seeds get in there, that's absolutely fine. Perfect. And so now what we're gonna do, you can actually drop the whole lemon in there if you want to, but I don't need to do that. I just need the juice. So now what you can do is you can pray over this completely and make it a form of holy water. There's so many different ways that you can activate water, and it will make it holy water. So you can sing praises, you can sing anything over it, and this water will absorb the energy. So what you would do at that point is I would let this sit for a few hours overnight maybe, or for about 12 hours. And what happens is when water just sits here like this, it starts to collect energy, and it will do that in the form of little bubbles. It's pretty cool. So what you would do is you would just pour this water into a spray bottle, which I forgot to get, and then you would just spray it into the air. You would mist it into the air. So the same way that you use sage to clear the energy by allowing the smoke to rise, and by praying over that energy and allowing the smoke to go wherever it is to clear the energy, you're kind of doing the same thing but with water. So you just get your spray bottle. So we're gonna pretend I have an imaginary spray bottle, and you just, again, make it the intention that this holy water is to clear out the air. That's its purpose. So you're just gonna take it, you're gonna point it at the corners of the room and all the empty space, and you'll just spray it. So that is one of the many different ways that you can use water to cleanse. Next we're going to do is we're going to finally use our bay leaves to clear the energy. So we're gonna go ahead and open this up. I'm just gonna cut it because that's easier. And then you're going to take a bay leaf and you're gonna pray over it the same way you would with sage. So you can get a glass jar, and we're just gonna start putting bay leaves in here. And I rip them up a little bit just because it's easier to fit them in there. Okay, so So now we've got our bay leaves in there, right? And now we just go ahead and set the intention, set our prayer. We light it on fire now. The one thing about the bay leaves is they do tend to burn out a lot, so you may have to keep reheating it. So you'll just carry this around and you'll continue to light it as you need to. And again, you just make it your intention. So you just carry this around, and I don't know if you can see all that smoke coming from here. So you just make it your intention that this smoke, as it goes into the air, is clearing the energies. And you may have remembered our rosemary. So one of the things that I like to do is I like to add rosemary into the mix. You can use either or, you don't have to use both. So we're gonna put that in there, and same thing, we're gonna light it, and we're gonna let all of this burn. So again, you're setting the intention, and I don't know if you guys can notice, but the rosemary is not really wanting to light, and that's why I was trying to find the dried out rosemary. So again, have all this beautiful, wonderful cleansing smoke going into the air, going into the atmosphere, and again, we're setting the intention, all negative energy must leave, and it is purifying the energy in your home. Okay, so another fascinating thing that you can do is to use rice to clear energy, and so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our rice, and we're going to get a bowl just like this. It can be plastic, it can be glass, ceramic, doesn't really matter. Although most spiritual people will tell you that glass or ceramic is best. So you're just gonna get some rice and you're gonna pour it in there, and it doesn't really matter how much. Whoa! And so apparently that's how much we're using today. And what you're going to do is you're going to get some water, and since I forgot to get a spray bottle, I'm just gonna use this water. In fact, you can still use this if you want to. If you have some left over, you can go ahead and pour that in there. Okay. And now you're going to pray over this rice and tell it what you want it to do. This is more for residual energy. This isn't like if you have a spirit or you have an active curse that you know is in your home. This is going to be more useful for those times when there's residual energy or when there's emotions that are trapped in your area. Let's say that you and your family are going through a very, very stressful ordeal, right? Things are just stressful, you guys are all anxious, you're walking on eggshells, it's a really uncomfortable situation. And even though the situation that caused that experience is completely over, there's still that lingering anxiety. It's because there is still stress and tension in the air. We want to get rid of it. This would definitely work, and this works to get rid of entities and things like that, just like sage does. If all you have is rice and water and maybe a little bit of lemon, this is going to work just fine. So you pray and activate the rice. So you might just say, I bless and activate this rice so that it will absorb any and all unwanted negative energy that is lingering in this home and in this space, for absorbing and clearing the air. And so it is. And that's all you have to do. And of course, you can absolutely invoke the name of any deities you believe in. With the help of Archangel Michael, I bless and activate this rice so that it will fight against the darkness of evils, that it will pull in any impurities, that it will clear the air, so that it will discourage and disarm any negative energies that mean us harm, or any residual energies that are still causing bickering, fighting, and you can go on to be specific about whatever is happening in your home. So what you do is you just leave this in the room where there seems to be the most discord. You're just going to take this and you're going to put it in that room, and you set your intention and you let it stay there overnight. And the next day, what happens is the rice is catching all of that energy that is in that room, and it's absorbing it for us. And so what you'll do is the next day is you'll take this rice and you're just going to throw it away. That's all you have to do. You just need to discard it. So you can take it outside and throw it away. You can bury it if you want to, but you want to get it out of your presence as soon as possible. And the quick answer is you can just throw it away. All right, so next we are going to use sea salt and lemon. So what we're going to do is we're going to open this up. That's the first part. Okay. I'm going to open this up. We're just going to take some salt and put it in a little container. Yeah, that worked. We just had to loosen it up a little bit. Okay, so there we go. There's some sea salt. And we're just gonna take our handy dandy lemon and we're gonna squeeze some of that in there. Okay, very, very good. And now we're just gonna get a little bit of olive oil. I should have mentioned olive oil earlier. Olive oil is a wonderful purifier. It's wonderful for any type of rituals and spell work you might wanna do. So now we're just gonna stir all that up. So I got it all nice and crumbly like that. So now this is something that you can take into the bathtub with you and you can use it as a scrub, as an exfoliator. Not only is it an exfoliator, but it also helps to remove residual energy. So again, you're gonna pray over all of this. You're gonna tell the salt what it is meant to do. So the salt is something that is also clarifying. Lemon does the same thing. Lemon also gets rid of negative energies, and olive oil is a great protector. And so olive oil is going to protect any energies or residuals from coming back. So you're just gonna take that and you're gonna take it in the shower, in the bath with you, and you're just gonna get it and you're gonna scrub it. And what's nice about this is you're gonna also get really nice glowing skin. And of course, you know your skin better than I do. So if lemon is something that's gonna agitate you, just do the salt and the olive oil, or do sugar and olive oil. Sugar has a different effect on it, but adding the olive oil to it is still going to be a protectant, and it's still going to rid those negative energies. So if you feel as if, you know, sometimes you just feel as if there's something yucky on you, like you just feel yucky energy, or you're having a bad day or whatever it is, lemon, the scent of it can instantly boost your mood. And adding the salt and olive oil as a scrub is also going to lift your mood in the bathtub too. So again, you're going to pray over this. You're going to tell all of these items what you want it to do. What I would also mention is that as you're praying over this and activating this, you're going to tell the olive oil that you're adding it in there to both cleanse and to protect. So olive oil is in this scrub. You would say, I bless and activate this olive oil to scrub away all impurities and to protect me from all impurities, and to disarm and disallow any negative residual energies or any new negative energies from coming to me and penetrating my energy or my skin. And so it is, or blessed be, or in the name of Jesus Christ, you know, whatever works for you. So that is one way that you can use this handy dandy salt, lemon, and olive oil scrub. So one of the things that you need to be aware of when it comes to getting rid of negative energy is you also want to think about hygiene. You want to think about prevention, and sea salt is wonderful for that. Sea salt absorbs the energy of the sea and allows us to bring it into our home, that same cleansing energy. So what you would do for the prevention, so after you've cleared the air in your area, is you're going to take just a little bit of salt. So that amount is good. And we're just going to pray over this. So we're going to say, I bless and activate this salt so that it will be a supreme healer and protector of this home. Wherever I lay this salt is a barrier between me and the rest of the world, and no negative energies, influences, opinions, or ideas are allowed to penetrate this salt or move forward in the boundary that the salt is creating. I bless and activate this salt. I thank the salt for the work it is doing, and so it is. Now you're going to take just a pinch of the salt. You don't need much at all, and you're going to put it in the four corners of each room. You're going to lay it down in a line by your front door, by your back door, by your windows. So wherever there's an entrance into your home, that's where the salt line is going to be. So if you've been clearing your energy, if you have been manifesting something, or if you've been in contention with a friend or a family member or even an enemy, if there's someone who's jealous of you, or maybe you're just fighting with someone, there's a neighbor you don't get along with, this is a really good thing to use. It prevents the energy from getting in and from staying in. And one of the things that's really great is salt absorbs energy for quite a while. And so you can continue to pray over it daily. So again, salt is a wonderful, 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 cheap and affordable way to keep those energies away. Okay guys, the very last thing that I have for you is going to be straight olive oil and a white candle, or you can use a yellow candle. So the reason I brought these in is because after you've cleared energy, you want to bring in the good energy. You want to bring thanks. You want to give thanks to gods, goddesses, angels, whoever it is that you believe in. So you're gonna get a candle of your choice. Again, I'm having a really hard time deciding between the yellow and the white, so I would probably just use both of them. Can you see the conflict on my face, guys? I'm like, I don't even know which one to use. You know what? I'm just gonna go with white. I'm gonna go with white. So you're gonna take this candle after you've done your cleansing, and you're going to place it right by your chest, and you're going to speak praise into this, and you're going to think of all the different things you're grateful for. So you might say, I am so grateful that I had the ability to cleanse my house. I am grateful for, and you just keep going on. And if there are other people doing this ritual with you, you can pass it on and do this with an attitude that is joyful, with this pleasant, that is loving. And by the time you've passed it around the circle, this will have so much positive energy. So this is going to be a beautiful way to attract that which is good. And then what I would also do is, of course, take just a dab of olive oil, and you're gonna go ahead and put this in here. Normally, just so you know, I don't typically like the glass pillars. I prefer the naked ones, the ones that aren't in the glass jar. So we've already anointed this with oil. And again, we're going to use this olive oil as a protector. So we're going to say, I bless and activate this olive oil, that it will go into this candle. And as this candle burns, may its flame be a bright and positive substance. May this olive oil anoint and protect this candle and the energy that it represents. And may this space be full of love, joy, and laughter for all. And so it is. All right, so, and again, these are just examples. You don't have to say this per diem. So this is kind of a big wick. I don't know if you guys can see that wick. It's a little much, so we're gonna go ahead and snip it. Whoop, there we go. Candle's been circumcised. And now all you do is you light it. There you go. Whoops, didn't wanna light. There's a lot of wax on that wick. Okay, so there you go. So now you just let that burn to fruition. If you have to go to bed or something, please blow out the candle. Don't let it continue to go out. I know a lot of people will have their opinions on whether or not you should snuff it out or blow it out. I have never had a spell not work for having blown out a candle. If I have to blow out a candle before it's done burning through, I tell the candle that I'm gonna pause it, that I'm pausing the energy, that I'm pausing the spell, and then I go ahead and blow it out. And then the next morning I say, good morning, candle, let's get back to work, and I light it again, and that works just fine for me. So there you go. That is your very, very affordable way to send out negative energy and to keep in positive energy without the use of sage. So if you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions, feel free to put those in the comment section down below. Also, be sure to check out some of my other videos that may be helpful to you. And if you know of a way that is sage-free that also clears the energy, let us know about it. Put it in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.